don't know what it is. You look up at me with that little kid-like face like you trusted me. I wonder what it'd be like.
What?
Nothing. I know what it'd be like. It'd be awful. Kinda scrawny and pale, picking at my food, and lovesick like any other guy. I'd throw away my sweater and dress up like a dude in a dickie and a collar and a tie. If I loved you.
But you don't.
Well, no. I don't. But somehow I can see just exactly how I'd be. If I loved you, time and again I would try to say all I want you to know. If I loved you, words wouldn't come in an easy way. Round in circles I'd go, longing to tell you, but afraid and shy. I'd let my golden chances pass me by. Soon you'd leave me, off you would go in the mist of day, and you never would know how I love you. If I loved you. I'm not a fella to marry anyone. Even if a girl was dumb enough to let me, I wouldn't.
Don't worry about it, Billy.
Who's worried?
You're right about there being no wind. The blossoms are just coming down by themselves. Just their time to, I reckon. How about some apple turnovers?
Hold your horses!
Hey, what are you them women doing in there anyway?
Hold your horses!
Are you cooking the ice cream?
Are you roasting the lemonade?
Will you stop that racket?
Get back, you castle demons!
Where's Nettie?
In the kitchen, busier than a bee on a bucket of tar. And you all ought to be ashamed of yourselves, making yourselves a plague and a nuisance with your yelling and screaming and carrying on. You give it to him good, Carrie, give it to him good. Get away, you know, counting up things with your silly jokes and prattle. If you packed all your brains in a butterfly's head, they'd still have room to rattle. Give it to him good, Carrie, give it to him good. Tell him something that'll learn him. Get away, you roustabout riffraff, with your bellies full of grog. If you packed all your brains in a pollywog's head, he'd never even grow to be a frog. No, Pollywog would never be a frog. That'll learn him, darn him.
Now just a minute, ladies, you have no call to fret. We only asked politely if you was ready yet. We kinda like this campaign to get an early start, and wanted for to tell you we went and done our part.
Moving the play.
And digging up sets on up.
Moving the play.
All ready for the goal.
Moving the play.
And once more we're hungry as ghosts.
You'll get no drinks or victuals till we get across the bay. So pull in your boats and load the boats and let's get underway. The sooner we sail, the sooner we start climbing across the bay. Here, boys, here's some donuts and coffee, fall to. Here now, don't jumping at it like you was a whole lot of animals in a menagerie. Nettie, what are you doing that for? After we just told them? They've been digging clams since 5 this morning. I'll see myself down at the beach.
After the way they've been pestering and annoying you, Nettie, you're a soft-hearted ninny.
Oh, you can't blame them. First clam bake of the year, and they're always like this. It's like unlocking a door. And all those crazy notions they kept shedding for the winter come whooping out into the sunshine. This year is just like every other. Watch when total like a lion, all whipping up the water in the bay. Then April cried and stepped aside, and along come pretty little May. May was full of promises, but she couldn't keep a quick enough for some. With a crowd of doubting Thomases, was predicting that the summer never come.
Oh, it's coming by now. You can feel it come. You can feel it in your heart. You can see it in the ground.
You can hear it in the trees, you can smell it in the breeze. Look around, look around, look around. June is busting over, all over the meadow and the hill. Buds are busting out of bushes in the vine, river bushes, every little bit that oil's beside a mill. June is busting out all over, the feeling's very so intense, and the emerging and creepers have been honking the chambers, and all the morning glories and the kids, because it's June, 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 just because it's June, June, June. Fresh and alive and gay and young, June is a love song, sweetly sung. June is busting out all over.
Sad plans are busting out with sad.
Love has found my brother Junior.
My sister's even loonier.
I'm getting kittenish with Pap.
June is busting out all over. The ladies, the men are playing court. Lots of ships are kept at anchor just because of captain's hanker. For a comfort they can only get in port. Because it's June, 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 June. Just because it's June, June, June. June makes the bay look bright and new. Sails gleaming white on sunlit blue. June is busting out all over. The ocean is full of jacks and jills, with their little tails swishing. Every lady fish is wishing that a man would come and grab her by the gills. June is busting out all over.
new friend. He's a sailor on that big whaler, the Nancy B. She's sailing tomorrow. I'll be glad.
Why don't you two visit for a while? Look, girls, we got work to do. Come on.
You need me, Cousin Nettie?
No, I stay here with Carrie. We haven't seen each other for a long time. It do you good.
Is he working yet? No. Nettie's been awful kind to us, letting us stay here with her.
Mr. Snow says that a man that can't find work these days is just bone lazy.
Billy don't know any trade. He's only good at what he used to do. So I just don't do anything.
Well, wouldn't the Carousel woman take him back?
I think she would, but he won't go. I asked him why, and he won't tell me. Last Monday, he hit me.
Did you hit him back?
No,
Why don't you leave him?
I don't want to.
I would. I believe him. Thinks he can do whatever he likes just because he's Billy Bigelow. Don't support you? Beats you? He's a bad un.
He ain't willingly or meaningly bad.
That night after the Carousel, he was gentle then, you told me.
Yes, he was.
But now he's always acting up.
Not always. Sometimes he's gentle even now. After supper, when he stands out here and listens to the music from the Carousel, something comes over him, and he's gentle.
What's he say?
Nothing. He just sits and gets thoughtful. You see, he's unhappy because he ain't working. That's really why he hit me on Monday.
Fine reason for hitting you. Beats his wife because he ain't working.
It preys on his mind.
Did he hurt you?
Oh, no. No.
Julie. Well, I got some good news to tell you about me. About Mr. Snow and me. We're going to be crying in church next Sunday. Just a minute! Stop your racket! Don't come at me at once.
Well, tell us, how long you been bespoke?
Near on 2 months. Julie was the first to know.
What's he look like, Julie?
She's never seen him, but you all will soon. I invited him to the clam bake.
I can't hardly wait till I see him. Can't hardly wait for the wedding.
Me neither.
What a day that'll be for you.
When we walk down the aisle, all the heads will turn. What a rustling of bonnets there'll be. And you'll try to smile, but your cheeks will burn, and your eyes will get so dim you can hardly see. With your orange blossoms quivering in your hand, you may stumble to the spot where the parson is, and your finger will be ringed with a golden band. And you know the fellow's yours, and you are his.
When I marry Mr. Snow,
What a day, what a day!
the flowers will be buzzing with the hum of bees.
The birds will make a racket in the churchyard trees.
When I marry Mr. Snow,
Hi-ho!
then it's off to home we'll go.
Spilling rice on the way.
And both of us will look a little dreamy eyed, a drive into a cottage by the ocean side, where the salty breezes blow.
You and Mr. Snow.
He'll carry me across the threshold, and I'll be as meek as a lamb. Then he'll set me on my feet, and I'll say kind of sweet, "Wow, Mr. Snow, here he is!"
And I'll kiss her so she'll know
Mr. Snow! Mr. Snow!
that everything will be as right can be. Living in a cottage by the sea with me, where the salty breezes blow. I love Miss Pipperidge, and I aim to make Miss Pipperidge change her name to Mrs. Enoch Snow.
I'm so embarrassed. I'll never look him in the face surprised. I'm mortified. Well, this is him.
Carrie told me a lot about you.
I told you a lot about Julie, didn't I?
Carrie tells me you're coming to the clam bake.
It looks like we'll have good weather for it, too.
Not a cloud in the sky.
You're right.
He don't say much, but what he does say is, "Aw, Pippi! Is he anything like I told you he was?"
Just like.
Oh, Carrie, and you forgot. I brought you some flowers.
Flowers? Well, where are they? Seeds.
And this here hydrangea.
Oh,
Thought we might plant them in front of the cottage. They do good in the salt air.
that'll be beautiful.
I like to get around and garden in my spare time. Like to plant flowers and take care of them. Does your husband like that too?
I couldn't rightly say if Billy likes to take care of flowers, but he likes to smell them, though.
Enoch's real nice looking, ain't he? Steady and reliable, too. Well, ain't you gonna wish us luck?
Of course you wish you luck, Carrie.
Why are you crying, Mrs.
It's because she has such a good heart.
Oh, well, we thank you for your heartfelt sympathy. We thank you.
Mrs. Bigelow. Mrs. Billy Bigelow. Billy, you know Carrie. This is her intended, Mr. Snow.
Mr. Bigelow, I almost feel like I know you. How are you? Pretty well. Just getting over a little chest cold. That time of year again, you know?
Billy,
All right, say it. I stayed out all night. I ain't working and I'm living off your cousin Nettie.
I didn't say anything.
No, but it was on the tip of your tongue.
Billy! Be sure and come back in time to go to the clam bake.
I ain't going to no clam bake. Come on, Junior.
Well, I'm glad you ain't got no whoop-jambering notions like Billy.
Well, Carrie, it always seemed to me a man had enough to worry about. Getting into good sleep at night so as to get into good day's work the next day, without looking for any special kind of trouble.
Well, that's true, you know.
A man's got to make plans for his life, and then he's got to stick to them.
Your plans turn out just fine, ain't they, Enoch?
All according to schedule so far. I own a little house, and I sail a little boat, and the fish I catch, I sell. And in a manner of speaking, I'm doing very well. I love a little girl, and she's in love with me, and soon she'll be my bride. And in a manner of speaking, I should be satisfied.
Well, ain't you?
If I told you my plans and the things I intend, it'd make every curl on your head stand on end. When I make enough money out of one little boat, I'll put all my money in another little boat. I'll make twice as much out of two little boats. Then the first thing you know, I'll have 4 little boats, then 8 little boats, then a fleet of little boats, then a great big fleet of great big boats. Oh, catch a herring, bringing it to shore, sailing out again, and bringing in more, and more, and more, and more.
Well, who's gonna eat all the herring?
There ain't gonna be herring. Gonna put them in cans, and call them sardines. Gonna build me a little sardine cannery. Then a big one. Then the biggest one in the whole country. Carrie, I'm gonna get rich in sardines. I mean, we're gonna get rich. You and me. I mean, you and me and all of us. The first year we're married, we'll have one little kid. The second year we'll go and have another little kid. You'll soon be door and sons for 8 little feet.
Are you building up to another fleet?
We'll build a lot more rooms. Our dear little house will get bigger. Our dear little house will get bigger.
And so will my figure.
Carrie, can you imagine how it'll be when all the kids are upstairs in bed? And you and me, sitting alone by the fireside? Me in my armchair, and you on my knee, maybe.
Maybe.
When the children are asleep, we'll sit and dream the things that every other dad and mother dream. When the children are asleep and lights are low, if I still love you the way I love you today, you'll pardon my saying I told you so. When the children are asleep, I'll dream with you. We'll think what fun we have had and be glad that it all came true.
When children are awake, are romping through their rooms and running on the stairs, then in a manner of speaking, our house is really theirs. But once they close their eyes and we are left alone and free from all their foes, then in a manner of speaking, we can be really us. When the children are asleep, we'll sit and dream all alone the things that every other dad and mother
Dream that won't be interrupted when the children are asleep and lights are low.
Behold, if I still love you the way I love you today, you'll pardon my saying I told you so. When the children are asleep, I'll dream with you.
Dream with me.
We'll think what fun we have had and be glad that it all came true.
What today is a long time ago. You'll still hear me say that the best dream I know is
When the children are asleep, I'll dream with you.
Sailing away, away, we'll go floating high. Many a long, long day, for many, many a long, long day. Hey Billy, where you going? Listen, stick with me. And after my shipmates leave, I got a plan on how you and me can make some money.
Yeah, how much?
More than you've ever seen in your life. Hey! The people who live on land, they're hard to understand. When you're looking for fun, they'll clap you into jail. So shipping off to sea,
where life is gay and free, and a fella can flip a hook in the hip of a whale. Blow high, blow low, away we will go. Go away with sailing away. Away we'll go, blow me high and low. For many and many a long, long day. When rocking upon the sea, your boat will seem to be like a dear little baby in her bassinet. For she hasn't learned to walk, and she hasn't learned to talk, and her little behind is kind of inclined to be wet. Blow high, blow low, away we will go. We'll go away with the sailing away. Away we'll go, high and low. Many a long, long day, for many and many a long, long day. Blow high, blow low, away we will go. We'll go away, the sailing away. Away we'll go, blow me high and low. For many and many a long, long day. For many and many a long, long day. I tell you, it's as easy as selling cakes.
Say this old sideburns who owns the mill is the owner of your ship?
That's right. And tonight, he'll be taking $3,000 or $4,000 down to Kempton. He'll walk along the waterfront by himself with all that money.
Well, you'd think he'd have somebody go with him.
Not him. Not the last 3 times, anyways. I watched him from the same spot as he passes me. Well, I nearly jumped him once.
Yeah, why didn't you?
Listen, I don't like to do a job unless it's airtight. This one needs tore to pull it up proper. Besides, there was a moon shining down on him like a torch. I don't like moons. But lately, the nights have been running fog. And you know it's 10 to 1 we'll have fog tonight. So I'm like you to tell your wife you go to that clam bake.
The clam bake, why?
Well, suppose we're all over that island, see? And you and me, we lost in the fog for, say, half an hour. Came over here, did what we had to do, and got back. And there's your alibi. We just say we was lost all that time.
What do we have to do? I mean me, what do I have to do?
You just go up to old Sideburns and say, "Excuse me, sir, could you tell me the time?"
Excuse me, sir, could you tell me the time? All right, well then what?
Then I got my knife in his ribs. And then you take your knife.
Oh, me, I ain't got a knife.
Well, you can get one, can't you?
Does he have to be killed?
Oh, no, you don't have to be. But these New Englanders are funny. They'd rather be killed. Well,
I'm not gonna do it, it's dirty.
well, what's dirty about it?
The knife!
All right. Forget the knife. You just walk in with an old tin cup and say, "Excuse me, could you give me $3,000 and see what that does for you?"
I'm not gonna do it.
Sure, you got all the money you want and don't need.
I ain't got a cent. Money thinks I'm dead.
That's what I thought. You're out of a job and you got a wife to support.
You shut up about my wife.